MAGA, I have another question for you. Since they passed this bill that's going to take a lot of benefits away from a lot of Americans just to give it to the rich, I've been hearing about a lot of strange things that are in this bill. And one of them was if you have internet service, that can potentially disqualify you from receiving SNAP benefits, food stamps. I thought that was crazy. So, being my old nerdy self, I decided to look it up and actually read some of the bill. Here's what I found. In the bill that Donald Trump just signed into law today, it has this section, Section 10104, Restrictions on Internet Expenses. Section 5E6 of the Food and Nutrition Act of 2008, 7 U.S.C. U.S. Code 2014 E6 is amended by adding to the end the following. E. Restrictions on Internet Expenses. Any service fee associated with internet connection shall not be used in computing the excess shelter expense deduction under this paragraph. So I had to ask myself, what the hell did that mean? Let's look at it one more time. Section 5E6 of the Food and Nutrition Act of 2008. So what that means is I have to go back and look up the Food and Nutrition Act of 2008, 7 U.S. Code 2014 E6. So I did. Here is the Food and Nutrition Act of 2008. Then I went down and I found the section in question. And here's that section. Section 5, 7 U.S.C. 2014A. And if you notice at the top, it said eligible households. They want to add a new section, which was E. Again, any service fee associated with internet connection shall not be used in computing the excess shelter expense deduction under this paragraph. What is the excess shelter expense deduction? I've been at this for about 2 minutes, so MAGA, don't let your brain explode. I got the definition. A household shall be entitled, with respect to expenses other than expenses paid on behalf of the household by a third party, to an excess shelter expense deduction to the extent that the monthly amount expended by a household for shelter exceeds an amount equal to 50% of monthly household income after all other applicable deductions have been allowed. Without going too far down a rabbit hole, all I'm going to say is the section in the new bill that Donald Trump just signed went on to say that internet expenses can no longer be used when trying to calculate your expenses for your household. Meaning, if you have an $80 or $100 internet bill, that $100 or that $80 or whatever you pay for your internet, that goes into your income and can kick you off SNAP benefits. They are in essence trying to say that internet is a luxury, when we all know having the internet now is like a utility. It's no different than lights, water, gas, sewage, whatever. It's needed in household. Someone said go back to COVID and it will explain to you how important internet was when kids were out of school. There are some disabled children that can't go to school that need internet services at home. There are some children that are homeschooled that need internet service. And me being a history buff and me being a history nerd, you got to go back in history when electricity in someone's home was a luxury. Now it's a necessity. Internet is the same thing. Internet used to be a luxury. Now it's a necessity. But the GOP is treating it as if it was a luxury. So MAGA, explain this to me. How many people voted for MAGA, voted for Trump, that are on SNAP benefits, but also have internet service? Could it be that they thought that the people that are on SNAP and have internet service are of my complexion? And so they thought, hey, these people are living high on the hog. Let's take away their SNAP benefits. MAGA is going to find out very soon how expensive racism is. What do you think?